Hi, my name is Eduardo Perez, and today I'm going to be talking about poetry. This is the topic I chose for my informative speech. We have all read poems in the past, at school for an English project, or a loved one or family member mentioned a poem that reminded them about you or described you. Either way, we have all been exposed to poetry to a certain degree. But have we stopped to ask ourselves, what is poetry? What makes a poem a poem? Well, according to the Oxford Dictionary, a poem is a piece of writing in which the words are chosen for their sound and images they suggest. And coming from a writer, singer, and poet Leonard Cohen, poetry is just the evidence of life. If your life is burning well, poetry is just the ash. These are two valid takes on what poetry is. But what makes the poem? Well, poems have rules. It's the rhyme scheme, the number of stanzas, and the message given. But the message is not limited to which type of poem we are writing. There's also free verse, which is less tied to rules. And this is important because the way you write a poem is the way the message is going to be delivered, how much impact is going to leave on a reader. We can see this in Shakespeare's sonnets, Dante's Divine Comedy, and on Pablo Neruda's poems. Poems can also help us, the reader, to understand other people's views on life. A good example is Charles Bukowski, who depicts life as something harsh and hard to go by, most times writing in a very cruel and raw way, which most readers don't like. But a good thing to add is that all of these poems have substance. The use of figurative speech is very important on poems. Things like personification, simile, a metaphor, and paradox give good substance to poems. Without that, a poem will be shallow and will not leave a good message to the reader. Poems have also been in important historical events such as revolution and social change, and having given the power to influence the people against the oppressor. And that we have to remember that we can all write poetry, but we can't be called poets all the time. Thank you for your time, and I hope that you guys took something out of this.